I work in a very sensitive country which ranks high in the list of oppressive nations in the Open Doors list. Therefore, I cannot divulge the details of the place where I work, though I intend to give details about the kind of work that we do and the prayer request for that work. We work in a large town along with one more family. The population is more than 80% of non-Christians. In the town, we have identified 4 outreach centres on the fringes of the town. Last year, we started a feeding programme since many people are out of jobs and had difficulty in finding work in some of these places. During this time, lots of children came to us and we started by teaching them games, and eventually we did Sunday school with those children for about a couple of weeks in each place. Many of the parents, especially the mothers, came to us and requested prayer for various problems they faced in life. So after the Sunday schools were over, we started meetings in their homes where we shared the gospel and prayed for their needs. In almost all these places there are hardly any Christians. If at all, there might be 1 or 2. Many of these folks would be daily wage earners, people who are involved in labour doing various kinds of work. Many of them would be construction labourers, housemaids and masons. Their main problems would be various health issues, family troubles, marital separation, gambling, alcoholism and disturbances by evil spirits. So after working there for a few months, in all the places we had Sunday schools. Following the Sunday schools, we would have meetings in people's homes where between 6 to 12 people would attend to hear the gospel preached. Apart from meetings in their homes, in one of the areas we were able to conduct several special meetings. We brought about 15 people into a common place to have special gospel meetings and love feasts following these gospel meetings. We also conducted special meetings during Christmas and New Year, and we trust that these people are close to the kingdom now. During this time, we saw several answers to prayers where people were healed of various diseases. A woman who had few miscarriages was desperately trying to get a baby. She visited several hospitals and temples to find a solution to her problem. One of our contacts who had received an answer to prayer told this lady to pray to Jesus. This lady was happy to come to us, and we prayed for her in the name of the Lord Jesus. Within 4 months of starting the prayer, she conceived and has now given birth to a beautiful boy. We also saw a woman who was being constantly harassed by an evil spirit, which had removed peace in her life and was constantly living in fear. After we prayed for her, she was released from the evil spirit and is now leading a peaceful life. These house meetings were going on very well, but then the COVID cases began to rise in the country and the government brought strictures on people assembling together. At the same time, our team member had to undergo an operation and he is still recuperating. So the meetings have been suspended now for several months, which is the situation all across the nation. This is a setback for us presently, for which we need much prayer that the country would be open and people could start assembling freely as before, so that the gospel can continue to be spread. We have again resumed visiting people on an individual basis, just to find out how they are doing and praying for them individually. We are still far away from conducting regular meetings in homes. In this country there is a lot of opposition to the preaching of the gospel. We need to pray that this nascent work continues on. Pray for the children who have been hearing the gospel for a few months now, will continue to remember the lessons that they learnt and will be able to come back once we resume the Sunday classes. Similarly, pray for all the people who continuously came to the gospel meetings and also the people who received various answers to prayers, to remember the good news that they heard and also the blessings they received from the Lord. Pray that the good seed planted will continue to remain in their hearts and sprout, even in these days when there are no continuous meetings. Pray for good health of the team. Our expectation and our desire is that within 1 or 2 months the things will become more normal and we will be able to resume all the activities we were able to do earlier. Thank you very much for standing with us in prayer.